Hello and welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming today at Radiant Skin Therapy off of Todd Drive. Later in the program, we are going to talk to you about the latest and greatest in anti-aging. Can't wait, right? So we're not just talking beauty today, we're also talking about the brain. We've got an important guest joining us today. It's Rowan Childs, the Executive Director of Madison Reading Project, and it's lovely to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We have a lot to talk about, but let's first share with our viewers, in case they're not familiar with Madison Reading Project, what you do.
Yeah, Madison Reading Project is there to provide books and literacy programming to kids about 0 to 12, specifically for kids who are underserved, so depending on where they live in the greater Down County area, if they're in an impoverished area, if they're at a school that might have a free or reduced lunch program, and we really want to get those kids quality books and reading programs that are exciting for them so they can really boost their reading skills.
Rowan, talk to us about why you think this is so important.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a personal passion of mine, but literacy skills are a lifetime skill, and if you definitely want all of our kids in our community to be able to read and to want to read, and so many kids do not have the reading skills that they need at school already, so we're really trying to focus on those early education possibilities, whether that's schools or social workers or kids who are in sort of pre-K programs, to really give them the skills that they'll need for later on in life.
The twist you added to that I love is to want to read.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes, no forced reading. That's never fun.
Reading.
We try and make things fun, and that's something with the selections that we have. And book selections and programming is making it fun and having books that kids want to read, because that's half of it right there.
That's how we learn. That's when it's fun to learn.
Exactly.
Right.
When you don't even know about it sometimes.
Yeah.
So I know you give a lot of books out. How many books out do you give, and what kind of events do you hold?
Yeah. So our goal this year is to provide 30,000 books. And as of this morning, I think we had sort of just passed the 27,000th book, which is awesome.
Wow, this is good.
Very exciting. So we give out a lot of books. Again, variety of different partners, so schools, after-school programs, nonprofits. Trying to get as many books to a wide variety of aged children in a variety of programs throughout Dane County.
What are some of your favorites? Do you have children's book recommendations for those looking to donate, or just for their own kids?
Well, definitely graphic novels or some of those chapter books that have illustrations in it are probably the most sought after books this year. Just with the start of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, starting a couple of years ago, every kid, doesn't matter if they really can't even read yet, but they know that those are the hot items. So those are something I would definitely recommend if you're looking for books to give to your own kids or to donate. That's always the first ask, is a graphic novel.
Awesome.
Let's talk about donating. People can obviously donate money to your organization, or they can donate books. And what's the best way to go about doing that?
Yeah, they can go to our website, and there is a tab right there that says donate books or funds, and it kind of just talks you through how to go about that. We take new or lightly used children's books, so something that's appropriate for 0 to 12.
Because it's the holiday season, can I bring up the wish list book tab? Tell us quickly how that works.
Those are books that we've identified either because so many kids have asked us for those, or they're also just a really popular book that's new this year that we are able to bring in so people can donate or click on those books and pay for them online. And those are nice because they're brand new books that kids see, whether they saw a friend reading it or it's on the Scholastic Book Fair list. But those are the hot ones that we want kids to have.
That's neat.
So any events coming up?
Yeah, so we have our fashion fundraiser coming up in February. And it's a fun, kind of creative way to get people involved. And we have teams participate by creating fashion out of paper, and then they walk their fashion, whether it's a dress or a suit or anything else creative, they walk it down the catwalk, and so there's a lot of sort of fanfare around the whole sort of runway and teams, and people want to see what people have made, and it's a really fun event.
It is a fun event. I was there last year, by the way.
Now I've seen photos, and there's been some really creative designs, so
People
it'll be a lot of
get
fun.
really, every year, the outfits are always completely different, and no one sort of, everybody comes up with something completely different.
It's like
and
paper
creative.
couture, right?
Yeah, paper couture.
Thank
you.
you. Love it. Well, what a fun way to give back, and there's of course lots of opportunities to give back. So I encourage you to visit the website. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Rowan Childs, Madison Reading Project. You're watching Girl Talk, and there'll be more coming up after the break.